Hello friends, welcome to the channel Base Your BTech. So today's topic is projection of straight lines. This is the overview of the chapter. As I said in the last video, we have 4 quadrants, isn't it? First quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth. And these quadrants are got by the intersection of two planes, horizontal plane which is HP and vertical plane that is VP. So I am going to place a line in any of these 4 quadrants and then we can later represent this line with respect to these HP and VP. As you can see here, parallel to HP and parallel to VP. That is, our line is kept parallel to both the planes, okay, and parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Later our line is parallel to HP and inclined to VP, and parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP, and later parallel to VP and inclined to HP. And sixth part is inclined to both HP and VP, but there we have to move for two methods, line rotation and plane rotation. And last section of this chapter is midpoint problems. So by the time we finish all these 7 topics, the chapter ends. Okay, so today's session will be based on these 5 topics. See, I have kept a pen which is parallel to the white wall behind. Let us call this white wall as vertical plane, because when I look through, my vision gets blocked by this white wall, isn't it? So I call that plane as vertical plane which obstructs my view. Okay, so we can say that this pen is kept always parallel to the plane, and I am going to turn it around. See, the pen keeps on rotating, but when extended, it never hits at the vertical plane. That is why we say that the pen is kept parallel to the vertical plane, and in every instant of its rotation, we can measure the true length of the plane. So we can quote a statement like, when an object is kept parallel to one plane and we are looking perpendicularly to that plane, we get the true length of the pen. Moving on to the next video. See, here you can see that the pen is not kept parallel to the vertical plane. Why? Because you can only see the dot of the pen, isn't it? It is, when extended, it gets hit with the vertical plane. And also you can see the rotation is like, see, the length is varying, which means when extended, it will cross the vertical plane. But in every instant of its rotation, it maintains a position which is parallel to the ground. And ground, we can call it as horizontal plane, because that is the plane where we stand. Okay, so the pen is maintaining a horizontal position always with the parallel position always with the horizontal plane, and when we rotate, we cannot get the true length while looking through the front. While taking a front view, we cannot get the true length. But what about when we take a top view like this from above? See, since it is having a position always parallel to HP, we can tell that the top view will give you the true length, isn't it? However, the rotation continues maintaining parallel to the HP, we get always the true length of the pen. Okay, so next let's discuss the projections of line placed in various positions. Okay, first one is parallel to both HP and VP. So let me remind you that this wall is your VP and here comes your HP, horizontal plane. Okay, and the intersection is your line XY, which we had discussed in the previous video. Okay, this is that XY line, which is the intersection of both HP and VP. Now we are going to draw the front view and top view. Okay, and for first quadrant projection, as we have studied in the last video, for first quadrant, in above XY line we have the front view and below XY line we have the top view. Okay, so this is the pen which I have taken for an example of line. Okay, so let me mark the endpoints of this pen as A and B. Okay, the bottom point is A and this is B. Now we have to mark the front view and top view of this particular line, okay, with respect to our planes HP and VP. Okay, so you can see that this is your XY line, isn't it? This is your XY line, and what you see now in the screen is the front view, because you are having a straight view perpendicular to VP. Okay, so this is your front view. So let me draw this line. See, this line, this pen is parallel to XY, isn't it? So I draw a line parallel to XY line, and this is your front view. So let us mark it as A dash B dash. Okay, and when we take a top view, we can see that this wall becomes your XY line. isn't it? When we have a top view, this wall will be somewhat merged with this xy, isn't it? So this xy line goes your wall, okay? It becomes your VP. And you can see that this pen is kept parallel to the wall. When we take a top view, the pen is kept parallel to the wall, or we can say that this line is kept parallel to VP. So here comes your A and B, top view. And you can see that A dash is straight downward to, A is straightly downward to A dash and B is straightly downward to B dash. Okay, no need to join it. Okay, and as I just said, see, this vertical plane becomes your wall, isn't it? When we take a top view, this vertical plane becomes your xy line. So I will have a quote for you now. That is, when we talk about front view, this xy becomes your HP, horizontal plane, and when we talk about top view, this xy becomes your vertical plane. That is, as I just said, when we talk about the top view, isn't it? When we talk about the top view of the particular pen, this xy line is merged with this vertical plane or the wall. Okay, so when we talk about top view, xy becomes VP, and when we talk about front view, that is, when we are looking at the pen while standing on the ground, our ground plane or the horizontal plane will become the xy line, isn't it? So when we talk about the front view, front straight view, our horizontal plane becomes your xy. So please have a note on this. Okay, next is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay, our pen is placed parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. That means if I extend this pen, it will get hit onto the vertical plane, isn't it? That is why it's called perpendicular to VP. It hits perpendicularly. Okay, as we have said in the previous figure, the top point is B and the bottom point of the pen is A. Okay, so let us mark like this. Here you are seeing the B portion and A is behind, which we cannot see. So similarly, we have to go for a front view. As I said, what you see on the screen is your front view and you see clearly the point B. So B is very evident and A is behind this point B. So we have to write the point A dash inside a bracket because we are unable to see it. Okay, and when we have a top view, okay, when we have a top view, we see the pen just like perpendicular to VP. This is your HP and this is your VP, isn't it? So when we take a top view, we can see the pen which is kept perpendicular to VP. So that is why the line goes like this. Okay, and while taking a top view, you can see that the bottom point A is closer to the white wall, isn't it? So here also, when we talk about top view, what I said, when we talk about top view, your XY line becomes the VP. Okay, so here you can see A, the point A is closer to the white wall. Similarly, the point A, here must be the A, isn't it? Here must be the point A. Now it is closer to the white wall or it is closer to the VP. Okay, and here comes your A and what is visible to you will be away from your VP. Okay, thus here comes the projection of the line which is kept parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Next is parallel to HP and inclined to VP. See the line or the pen, you can see when it is extended, it gets hit on the vertical plane or the wall. Okay, so what you see now on the screen is your front view. So you can see you can just see the apparent length of the pen. Okay, so here comes your A dash and here comes your B dash. So the front view becomes it is drawn above your XY line. So here comes your A dash and here is your B dash, and when you take a top view, you can see the true length of the pen, isn't it? Because the pen is now kept parallel to HP. So you can get the true length. Okay, so here comes your A and this is your B. Okay, next is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Here again let us mark, here is your B point and this is your A point, isn't it? So while drawing the projection, you can have A dash here and B dash here, because what you see now on the screen is your front view. So this comes your A dash and this is your B dash, And when you take a top view, what do you see first? It is the point B. The point B is seen first and A will be hidden, isn't it? B blocks the vision of A. So we have to mark A inside a bracket. Next is parallel to VP and inclined to HP. See, the line is parallel to VP, isn't it? Parallel to VP and inclined to HP. When the pen is extended, it gets hit on the HP. So that is why we are calling that the pen is inclined to HP. Okay. And what you see now is the front view. So just draw similar to the pen position. And here is your A and this is your B. So here you have the A dash and B dash. Okay. And when we take a top view, we just get the apparent length, isn't it? Apparent length. So here comes your A and this is your B. Okay. Next is inclined to both HP and VP. But here we require two different methods which will be discussed in the next video. So for today's session, this is the basic lessons, okay, basic positions of your line. So hope you understood what I have taught you. And if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe it. Also, I have opened a Telegram channel for you and you can post your doubts and I will give instant replies for that. And if you like the session, please do like, share and subscribe. Till we meet in the next class, this is Meenu signing off. Thank you.